Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds. And yes, I realize I just did this, but would you believe it or not? I had the wrong episode number on. I had episode 460 and I've already played 460. My last episode was 460, so I had to redo this. So hopefully Vince shows up. I don't know if he will. But we're going over week 3 games. And the first week 3 game was Shendu versus Pittsburgh. And I will tell you this, Vince's team, Pittsburgh, got a field goal at the 8:45 mark of the first quarter, and there was no scoring the rest of the quarter. There was no scoring at the rest of the first quarter, and there was no scoring in the second quarter. It was just a punt fest. Um, in the third quarter, at the 6:15 mark, the Pittsburgh Metalworkers scored a touchdown. They went for two, made it 11-0. At the 12.5 mark, they got a field goal, made it 14-0. Shendu, the Rickshaws, came back at the 1:15 mark of the fourth quarter. They got a touchdown, made it 14-7. At the 6:15 mark of the fourth quarter, the Metal Workers got a touchdown. They went for two, and it made it 22-7. And at the 12.5 mark, they scored a touchdown and made it 30-7. The Shendu Rickshaws had the ball with a few ticks left on the clock, but they just couldn't get anything together. And this is Vince's first win, and he wins convincing fashion, 30-7. Congrats, Vince, for your very first win. And the second game, oh, and there was no breaking news in that game as well. In the Vegas London game, or I should just say the London Vegas game, because London was at Vegas. London got a touchdown at the 6:15 mark of the first quarter. They got a touchdown at the 8:45 mark. They got a touchdown at the 1:15 mark of the second quarter. And Vegas was finally able to get on the board at the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, making it 21-6. London got a touchdown with like a tick left on the clock of the second quarter, making it 28-6. It was a punt fest in the third quarter, no scoring. London was able to get a field goal at the 10-minute mark. Vegas had the ball, but they were intercepted when the time ran out. So London wins this one 31-6, convincing fashion. Same kind of thing. No late breaking news where traits could have been adjusted or that. And so far, every time I've used it, it's not affected the team that's won that particular advantage or disadvantage. Currently, Green Bay is still in first. Um, Pittsburgh is in second, 78 points for, 63 against. Vegas is in third, 70 points for, 75 points against. Carolina, if they want to move up, they have to get at least over 70 points. I don't really see that happening. London is your at least so far, is your first team for the international. Busan hasn't played, so that they could possibly they had to go over 79 now points for. Chengdu is in third. They have 54 points for and 93 points against. And France is 0 and 2, and they've got 24 points for and 40 points against. Right now, if the playoff were to happen, Green Bay would get your bye, London would get your bye, Vegas would have to go to Pittsburgh and play, which is the opposite of last week. Um, and Chengdu would still have to go to Busan and play. But it kind of flip flops for the U.S. Pittsburgh. Oh, I had to redo this, Vince, because believe it or not, I had the episode number wrong. I had episode 460, and this is actually episode 461. So I had to go back and redo this, but it's I things haven't changed. The good thing is you kind of swap places with Vegas. You're the 2 seed, and Vegas would have to go to your home park to play the first round playoff game. That's if things hold up the way they are right now. It's good to see that Denver beat the Miami Heat in NBA basketball. That's Denver's first uh, title. Um, the Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers play tonight. I really see the Golden Knight winning this, but who knows if if Florida can get them to overtime. Florida has the advantage because the last like 3 overtime games, Florida's just killed it. Um, but I still see uh, uh, Golden Knight as the stronger team. Florida may eke out a win, but I still see Golden Knight winning everything. Our FC Cincinnati, I don't think they play till Wednesday, but it's a home game and it's against Toronto. Uh, I need to go back and look at our kind of season so far to get wins, losses, and draws type thing. I think so far my Cincinnati has 3 losses, and I think in in real life, I want to say 2. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's 2. And uh, but I'll check things out, and we'll definitely make sure that we get the information right when I play next. Also, I do want to play some Stone Cold hockey soon. Madison is scheduled to play Tulsa in Tulsa, and Tulsa's the only team that Madison has beaten so far. So, got a good chance of probably eking out our second victory. Um, but we'll see. It's all kind of in the dice, and that's kind of why I like playing the games because you never know. I mean, you could have a team that's been, on fire and been winning 4, and they play a rinky-dink team like, the Dayton Bombers, who's type thing, and they just fall apart. Um, but we have to congratulate Vince on his first win. He's in second place in the USA division currently, and poised at this point, he would be poised to host that first round game. But it's still early in the season, and anything can happen. So check back. Both of the both of the offline games were blowouts, but most of our games really have been really close. So you'll want to catch catch the updates and the games as they're being played because you never know what's going to happen. And this one's a wrap, guys. Take care. Congrats, Vince, on your first win. And I should be online Thursday for. I don't know if I'm gonna do Stone Cold Hockey or Fast Drive Football, but one way or another, I'll be on and I'll be playing something. Until then, guys, take care.